Everyone has their one tragic school story. Some people miss the bus. Others forget their pencils. But me? I was assaulted by a goat named Waffles. Yes. Waffles. Let me explain. It all started on a beautiful Tuesday morning in rural Ohio. I lived with my aunt and uncle on a small farm while attending community college. It was peaceful, fields, fresh air, chickens with trust issues, and of course, one overly dramatic goat named Waffles. Now, Waffles wasn't your ordinary goat. He didn't just baa and chew grass. No, Waffles had attitude. He thought he was a dog, barked like one, and headbutted everything that moved. Including people. Including me. I woke up bright and early that morning, ready for my final biology exam, the one that determined whether I graduated or repeated the semester eating noodles and shame. I showered, dressed sharp, packed my notes, and even ate a healthy breakfast of eggs and anxiety. I stepped outside to catch the bus into town when I noticed Waffles standing near the front gate, on top of my uncle's pickup truck. Like Simba on Pride Rock. Just staring. "Hey, Waffles," I said, trying to keep things friendly. "Bad idea." He turned his head slowly, goat slow, and locked eyes with me. That was the moment I realized I had become his morning mission. I made a run for the gate. So did he. Waffles jumped off the truck like a stunt double in a Mission Impossible movie. He chased me around the yard, full speed, no brakes, no respect. I screamed so loud even the cows mooed in confusion. My uncle came out sipping coffee like nothing was happening. "Waffles again?" he asked casually. "Yes." I yelled. "Call him off. He don't listen to me. He's more of a free spirit." Free spirit? He was a four-legged wrecking ball. I tried to outsmart him by jumping over the fence into the next field. I tripped. Landed in mud. Waffles stood over me like he'd just won a wrestling match. I swear, he smirked. By the time I crawled back to the house and changed clothes, it was 7:45 a.m. My exam was at 8:30. The bus came at 8 o'clock sharp. I ran back out, dodging Waffles like a ninja, and made it to the bus stop just as the school bus drove past me without stopping. I waved frantically. The driver waved back, but didn't stop. Turns out, the bus stop had moved 2 blocks down. Nobody told me. I stood there watching the back of the bus disappear like my academic hopes. Now, I had 2 choices, give up, or borrow my cousin's hoverboard. You already know what I chose. Now picture this, me, in dress shoes, with a book bag, riding a neon green hoverboard down a country road like I was delivering pizzas for NASA. It was going great, until the battery died. 1 second, I was gliding. Next second, I was flying. I landed in someone's front lawn, spooking their chihuahua, who then chased me 3 blocks while barking like it wanted my social security number. I finally reached the main road and flagged down an Uber. The driver looked at me, covered in sweat, hay, and possibly goat fur, and said, "Rough morning?" I nodded. "Don't ask." He drove like a snail with a learner's permit. Every red light in Ohio decided to shine just for us. At this point, I was checking the time like a stock trader checks prices during a market crash. We got to campus at 8:36 a.m. I leaped out of the car and sprinted across the parking lot like it was the Olympics. Got to the building. Up the stairs. Down the hallway. I was gasping for air. I burst into the exam room. Locked. I knocked like the FBI. A voice inside said, "Exam's over." Sorry. I stood there, staring at the door, wondering how my life had unraveled so fast. Then I heard a familiar voice behind me. "Yo, what happened to you?" It was my friend Marcus. He looked fresh, calm, like someone who hadn't been chased by livestock. I gave him a 5-second summary. A goat. Mud. Missed the bus. Hoverboard crash. Uber. Chihuahua. Late. He blinked. Dude, you good? No, Marcus. I am very much not good. Later that day, I emailed the professor, explained everything, minus the hoverboard because, dignity, and begged for a makeup test. He responded, "This is the most creative excuse I've ever heard. You get one chance. Don't bring the goat." Fair. To this day, Waffles still struts around the yard like he's the boss. And me? I walk the long way around the barn. Every single time. Moral of the story, don't mess with goats. Especially the ones with names like Waffles.